Hey, it's Ken Kraetzer for Sons of American Legion, RallyPoint.com in Fort Worth, Texas at the Armed Forces Bowl, sponsored by Lockheed Martin, and have a chance to talk with Peter Macias, who is from the National Office of the American Red Cross. Peter, good to see you. What's the event like for you?
Hey, Ken, this is our 5th year here. We're glad to be here. It's nice talking to you guys. Good to see the American Legion out here at the Armed Forces Bowl.
Very good. Well, I know everybody is very appreciative of the work of the American Red Cross all around the country with these terrible national disasters, the fires out west, the floods and hurricanes in the southeast and Texas. Tell us about how the American Red Cross has been able to respond to some of these tragedies around the country.
You know what? I've got dedicated teammates, both staff and volunteers, who come out and respond to those disasters. For my team here at the Armed Forces Bowl, our big focus is the military and veteran communities, not only across the country, but around the world. We've got offices in the Far East, in the Middle East, in Europe. We're there to take care of the troops and military families.
Very good. Maybe tell us a little bit about some of the services that you do. We know you get packages overseas and messages to soldiers and sailors who are deployed. Just tell us about the range of services you do for the military.
Absolutely. Most people in the military know the Red Cross for the emergency services work that we do. We're that conduit of information between the military in the field and their family back home. We make sure that each of those folks knows exactly what's going on in the middle of an emergency. And I've got to tell you, a commander in the field is very grateful when we can verify the emergency to make sure he or she can make an educated decision on whether to send that military member home on emergency leave.
Oh, very good. And maybe tell us a little bit about how the public can help the American Red Cross.
You know, it's real simple. One of the first things I'm going to ask the public to do is to go to their app store and download the American Red Cross Hero Care app. It puts American Red Cross emergency assistance right at the fingertips of the military and veteran community. That's the one thing I want to ask the public to do. If you have somebody in your family or a friend who's a part of the military or part of that community or veteran in that community, download that Hero Care app today.
Do you have a favorite story about when the American Red Cross is able to help a service member or a military family you like to tell?
Sir, my favorite story is about veterans. If you take a look over my shoulder into the tent here, I have people here who are 30-year Army vets. I have a woman in here who is a 30-year Army surgical nurse. I've got Marines in here. I've got sailors in here. I've got Air Force vets in here. All here to make sure we support the military community and their families.
Hey, I got to tell a story. My father was stationed in Korea in 1957 when I arrived in the world, and he heard about me from an American Red Cross volunteer. He always liked to tell that story.
That's a good thing. We deliver birth messages around the world each and every day.
Very good. Now, just tell us, what's the best part for you about being a staffer for the American Red Cross?
I get to help. I wake up in the morning, and when I finish up at the end of the day, there's at least a handful of people I've made a difference in their lives.
Hey, Peter Macias from the American Red Cross in Washington, a great partner of the American Legion, RallyPoint.com, in serving America's veterans, military members, military families, and the public at large. Great to see you today.
Thank you, Ken, and thanks to the American Legion.
Absolutely. Good to see you. Best for the holidays. This is Ken Kraetzer for Sons of American Legion Radio, RallyPoint.com at the Armed Forces Bowl in Fort Worth, Texas.